beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular to bring us as we're off in Week 9. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's a give to Lindsey. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From just shy of midfield, Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and 1 for Watson and the Texans. Now it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Tua going to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 36 yards on the play. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And he's got this down to the 35. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. The coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. On on the handoff. It's Gaskin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Gaskin on the carry. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
On 2nd and 10. Watson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant. And that was a pleasing run from Phillip Lindsay coming over from the Denver Broncos to join now a crowded backfield with the Houston Texans. But why is it so crowded? Because they finished 31st in the league last year in rushing, and they're trying to find anyone who can lead them and get that running game moving in Houston.
Watson's throw complete there to Conley. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. We saw Tua Tagovailoa hit on some big ones in his college days to Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy. That left arm, pretty underrated in terms of strength. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Lindsey now off the read option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
This one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Finding some room at midfield, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run now with Gaskin, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Miles Gaskin, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson, and Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a first down throw. Watson buying time to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up fourth. Lindsey now off the read option. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was
and got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On first down, Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 16, Watson, flush to his right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sideline, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, they got the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. At their own 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That's to the former Texan. It's Will Fuller. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Will Fuller, of course, former member of the Houston Texans, 5 seasons with them, better than 3,100 receiving yards, and now playing on the other side. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. His guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. A give, running right, Lindsey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Lindsey now off the read option. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it'll be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here's Gaskin, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Tua's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Tua. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Desmond King picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Watson now to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. An option run with Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Moore now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. After the interception, here's Watson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Watson eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. To throw is Tua. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw is Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the tackle there, Lonnie Johnson. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.